Hello friends, it's Chrissy. Welcome to or back to my channel. Today I wanted to give you a notebook tour of what I plan 2023 to look like. I have a stack of notebooks over here, so let's just dive in. So the first thing that I'm reintroducing this year is a small commonplace book. This is a Stalogy A6, yes. I prefer the grid size of the Hobonichis to the grid size of the Stalogy. But I've learned that if one in the Hobonichi Techo that's this size, I don't use the monthly pages, so those are wasted. And I feel really pressured to write something every day. And I know that that's just not the reality for what this book will be for. I see this as a place to write down notes about cards, things that I hear in podcast or on YouTube, memories that I don't want to forget, quotes, song lyrics, the whole thing. My husband keeps commonplace books with an S, books, and he transposes information. That was a nice little stutter there. He moves information from one to the other, and I just think it's lovely. And I also adore this Foxy Fix little binder. So I'm excited again to have something else to go in here that I'll know I'll use. I had bought a Hobonichi Techo in the size for several years and then hadn't used it, but kept, wishful thinking. And then this year I didn't buy anything. So my little pink book has been free and lonely, but here it is now, ready for 2023 to be my little carry everywhere commonplace notebook. Now, its big sister is this giant barren fig. I want to say this is, I forget the word they use, the plus, the mega. I started using it earlier this year, very quickly decided that it wasn't going to be used for that purpose. So I just, correction taped over the top here, and it is good as new. I see this being a place again for commonplace notes when I'm at home. This is going to be a catch-all, a bullet journal type situation. Part of my intention for this is to use it as daily pages, understanding these pages are massive and like one page being a daily page, or however much I feel like writing. I also see this being a place to collect information on bigger spreads, things that really have no other place to go that needs more than a little page will go here. So these are notebooks that I am restarting after time away that will have sincerely no yearly value. This is not something that I start in 2023 and put a new book in 2024 necessarily. This is just starting fresh. So one of the big things that I'm working on in 2023 is not doing new things, but going back to old things. And this notebook really symbolizes that for me. If you watch my most recent video, I talked about my process for learning Marseille Tarot, Tarot de Marseille. And I wanted to get a new notebook and I wanted to be all full force and all ready. And then I realized that I have my beloved notebook from all of my Reiki 1 notes, and it's only yay full. So this will be my study book for Tarot de Marseille. And again, this will go, oh, I love little pen tests. And this will go forever. And I don't know how much my notes will take up here, so there may even be space for something else to come in. But this is my specific study notebook for Tarot de Marseille, which I just happen to be beginning in January of 2023. So then we move into my dated notebooks. The first, friends, I'm trying it again. I'm trying a 5-year Techo just because I had 5-year journals when I was a kid, and I would just really like to have one. I do have a leather cover for this. I bought one of these in 2019 and it didn't stick. I even tried in 2020 to go back and make it work and to fill in, but I just couldn't handle the days that were empty. I'm not super fond of the ivory pages here. I wish they were white, but it is what it is. My plan is to use this at bedtime, just a review of the day. And almost like the more mundane, the better. Like, I want to remember the days that we, you know, went and hung out with our friends, or we went to band practice, or our friends came over and played Dungeons and Dragons, or I got a new deck, or, you know, we tried a new recipe. I really want this to be, no expectations for reflection, no expectations for any sort of growth, but to simply be a way to keep record. So this will be my 5-year journal, and this will live by my bed is my intention. We'll see. We'll see how that works, but that's my intention. And then moving specifically to my, how do I separate these two? I'll just show you. So I've been using for the on and off for the last 3 years, maybe, the Jibun Techo days. And I just in this moment realized that I did not order the right size. I thought I was ordering this smaller size that would fit in my beloved case, but it appears that I got the bigger one. That's okay. That just means more room, and that just also gives me an opportunity to decorate this with stickers and such, and then to find another use for this beauty. So the Techo Days comes in 2 volumes, one for each half of the year. And this is a, for me, this is a, oh, this is bigger. This is nice. This isn't what I thought I wanted, but this really does give a lot more room, and this is nice because the way that I like to work these pages is like this. These are my daily notes from Daily Thoughts and Prayers. Then I have my schedule for the day. I have my tarot reading for the day, and then my to-do list for the day. I've been keeping breakfast, lunch, and dinner down here at the bottom as well. So I've really been hit or miss with this. To be completely honest, this is last year's that I've come back in and worked through. I've played around a lot with what I want this to look like, and I really like my reading, my cards, my to-dos, and my schedule. So this just gives more room for that. It may be a little weird to not have a leather cover on this, and I may feel that it's a little exposed, but the benefit in that, sincerely though, is having this clear pocket on the front, because a lot of times in here, I will put my tarot card for the day inside that front pocket. And here in this plastic cover, it really allows me to see that. And they go all the way down so they'd be completely protected. So maybe this was an error that's going to work my way. All right, I'm not going to argue with that. And the colors of these 2 volumes are right up my alley with the slate blue and the peach. So actually that's the color of the cover. The book itself is what color? Oh, it's still a similar blue. So yeah, I think this might have been sincerely a beneficial mistake. So my to-do list and my my schedule live in the Jabun Techo days. There is also a habit tracker here at the bottom. I don't think I'm going to use it here. And in the past, I've used the calendar days to track my income, but I think this would be a good place to track my schedule. And, you know, moon circles, doctor's appointments, all of those things. So yeah, a mistake that it feels like a happy mistake. And then finally, I have the Techo Cousin for this year, for 2023. This book is, I love it. I love it so much. I've had one since, I think 2017 was my first one. I've had one every year. Some years they hardly get used, and some years they get really, really chunky. There are a few things that I used to do that I am going back to, and most of those are in my, what year is this? It's covered up here on the front. This is my 2018 Hobonichi, and this one really reflects a lot of the things that I want to go back to. Oh wait, we're going to go in order. So we'll start with the monthly pages. I really want to go back to get back in the practice of putting my monthly card draws on my monthly pages. I did a pretty good job of this late summer, early fall. And when I say that, I mean like 2 months and a week. But I really think this is a very fulfilling visual to have this representation of these are the decks I use, these are my draws every day. I just really like this. So my plan is to keep my actual calendar in the Jabun days that I just showed you and use the monthly view here as memory keeping for my tarot draws. And then I want to go back to the way that I did my weeklies in 2018. I don't use a lot of stickers, but I enjoy them. And I honestly have lots of these stickers left from Once More with Love. And I don't think Grumpy Bear is a thing anymore. I went to order some more today and I couldn't find them, and that made me kind of sad. But just stickers to show just what my day was like. And even here, because I'm like, well, I don't want to do that because then I'm missing out on, you know, so much written when I'm at work during the day, and that's just empty space. But I mean, this is what I was doing here, right? This is work, and it's still not, it's not particularly blank. So I really wonder what this pickup prescription hashtag no fighting means, because I think that's really funny and I don't know what it means, and I love that. So here I was using a candle to represent meditation and what my mantra was each day, my meals throughout the day. This was a really good week. Oh, it was a week of Valentine's Day. I'm like, we went to 21C? Yes, we did. Nothing fancy. Nothing fancy, just consistent stickers of cleaning, yoga, groceries, meditation, random things here and there. I did order stickers today from Once More with Love and Whimsical Cat Studio. I only pulled out 2. I have a ton of washi tape, but I only pulled 2 out to put in my little container, which I'll show you as we actually get into the planning of the year. But this is what I want. This is what I want to go back to for my weeklies. And then dailies. So I wish I knew where exactly it was that I came across it. Okay, I just flipped to this page, and doing like a feelings mandala feels like a lot, but this is also really, really pretty. Do y'all remember, was it Boho Berry? Wow, I haven't thought about this these feelings mandalas in a long time. And that's beautiful. So maybe I'll go back to drawing these. I don't know, we'll see. Anyway, forever ago in an old, let me see if I can find where I started. I guess it was here. I want to say it came from Anna at Curvy Yoga in a blog post probably a million years ago. But she was talking about how to take good care. And she was looking at categories each day. So how I want to take care of how I want to or took care of my heart, my mind, my home. Was that community maybe? And then yoga practice. I'm trying to figure out. Yeah, so this is like a conversation bubble. So yes, so community. So heart, head, body, home, relationships, and then what my mantra was for the day. And I just love this. So looking at like what I did yesterday and then what I plan to do today so that the page is kind of full. So, you know, reviewing the previous day, yesterday, and take care. I'm actually going to read these. This is, I wonder if it says how many days I made, at what point I stopped recording. This was when I lost my, I had a yoga streak where I did over 1,000 days of yoga, consecutively. And I want to pick that back up, but I don't actually expect that to happen. It's been a goal forever. Here's another feelings mandala. Here's a haircut day. Wow, that was a big massive chop, Chrissy. Yeah, I miss this. I miss journaling in this way that was balanced. That was that I made space for just watercoloring a page. I wrote what I had to say, and then I let the rest be either vacant or art. So yeah, I want to go back to this sort of daily practice. Where also, like, there were days that I could take notes. In blank days, I filled up with things that I would traditionally have in a commonplace journal. And this one got thick. I mean, you saw there were cards, there are all kinds of things in here. And even with this one that is beautiful and so well done, I'd say at least half of the pages are still empty, and that's okay with me. The other thing that I love about this, and I only made this through for 2 months, but I love this practice. This was just a daily check-in. There are enough pages in the back of the Hobonichi to do this. I guess I should probably confirm that things haven't changed and there are still enough pages. So there's 2, 4, 6. So there needs to go 2 months on a page. So there may not be enough. I may have to go on to this graph paper day, which would be fine. I'm going to have to do a little bit of math for that. I can always tip in a page if I need to. But I have a column for my blood pressure, then my habit tracker, what I was calling a symptom tracker for just anything physically that went on during the day. And then this is my little, it's like my little check-in chart. On a scale of 1 to 10, every day I evaluated sleep, mood, energy, productivity, and food. And by food, I meant like how satisfied I was with my choices, not tracking anything in general. I don't know what this would be now. I don't think it would stay food, but I think I would still want there to be some awareness of like intake, whether that's, you know, sugar, alcohol, how much water I had to drink, if I let myself get too hungry, all of that. So maybe this is going to be like a body respect or like a body attention. I don't know how I'm going to phrase that yet, but I evaluated each of those things on a scale of 1 to 5. Or I'm sorry, 1 to 10, connected those dots, and then was able to see what some of the reasons, what some of the similarities were. On the days that my mood dropped, okay, there was also a big reduction in sleep there. So I don't know what was going on here. This terrible sleep, high productivity day is all over the place. But being able to see patterns just kept me more attentive. And I've tried to do things like Bearable. I've really tried to do trackers electronically, but I don't stay motivated to do that. I also don't know what my goals, what my habits would be that I was tracking at this point. It was medication, floss, water, read, yoga, meditation, gratitude, and something creative. So yeah, I'd really have to do a little bit of, I think I would still do meditation, water, probably tarot, read, yoga, meditation, gratitude, and create something. I see my gratitude practice really going in with my 5-year planner, and I feel like that acknowledgement of the day in itself will be a gratitude practice. I feel like that will just naturally come. I would also want to put Reiki in here, so like an energetic work, but I don't want to track too many things. So my medication automatically happens. I'm going to take floss off. I can probably take water off. And again, these aren't necessarily goals to do every day. It's just to see the similarities between habits, symptoms, and just how I'm doing. My Hobonichi lives in this beautiful pink Boxy Fix that I've also had since 2017, 2018, whichever year was. I did my first one. 2018 maybe. I want to say this is my first, but I seem to know what I'm doing. So maybe there is a 2017 somewhere. So I have this leather one, and then this is the cover that I have for the 5-year, which is several years old, and has all kinds of different notebooks have lived in here. So friends, this is my lineup for 2023. I have the Cousin. I have the Jaboon Days in the wrong size, but it's fine. The Hobonichi 5-year. My Study Stalogy. And then my 2 commonplace books. A gigantic Baron Fig. And then a teeny tiny little, it's not teeny tiny, it's an A6, but a little Stalogy. So I would love to hear what your plans are. I know I really wish I could make the weeks work, but I am just not a weeks person. It's the cream pages, friends. I just can't stick with it. I would love to see your lineup. I'll give you updates on this hopefully once a month as we move through the year. And if you have any questions, let me know. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon.